Crabman from Crabman Gaming here. Today we are playing Cricket Captain 2020 and this is part 11, 3 one-day internationals against India. Recently just completed the test series against India. Australia did very well. It is my best format playing test match cricket, and now we are on to 3 very challenging one-day internationals. So let's have a little look at the squad and how they've gone this year. It's been a while since I've played some one-day cricket. I think against Zimbabwe was the last game. We played some one-days. We played a lot of T20s. So let's have a look at the squad. Finch hasn't done that well. We've got Short and Khawaja in. He seems to be doing very well domestically with a T20 century. Alright, let me look. Do I want to change anyone? Stoinis, Agar around the side. Looks great. Let's see if anybody has really excelled domestically this year who deserves to be in the team. Current year, has anyone? Pete Hanscom's done pretty well. Bancroft's okay, but he's just so slow. Sammy Hazlitt played a one-day international against New Zealand about 5 years ago or 6 years ago. There he made 4 runs. Yeah, look, it was back in 2016. I remember Cameron White being very unhappy because he hadn't even played a first-class game. Sammy Hazlitt before he was picked. No, I'm quite happy with that. Anyone bowling, Sean Abbott, Nisa, they're probably floating around. That average is a bit high for me. No, I'm happy with the team that's going to go on to face India, who played pretty well in the in the test matches, but just couldn't bring it all together for a lot of the matches. Alright, we might go with Stark, Cummins, Hazelwood, Zampa as the 4, and I'll think about the all-rounder. Might get it to Stoinis, and Carey is the keeper in this format. And who are we going to give this other bit of fitness fielding to? I don't know who. I might choose Khawaja because he's in good form. We'll give him some fielding. His fielding is not the best. Okay, we're starting here in Brisbane at the Gabba. Alright, just as I start though, I'm always thankful to everybody who watches, but I did release as yesterday in my time the first India versus Australia, the first 2 tests, and I released that video and there was lots of people watching, lots of thumbs up, lots of comments, and then I went to sleep and I woke up and all of a sudden I'd lost 26 subscribers, so that was just a little bit disappointing. So sorry if I've disappointed anyone out there if India didn't win. I know it's just a game, and test matches, I generally never lose test matches. I probably lose about 1 test a year, so sorry if you're upset that India didn't win the test series or win all of the test matches. More competitive here in the one-dayers and T20s, but I just wanted to say that before I got any further in the video. So just hopefully I'd like you guys to stay with me if you can. Alright, we'll go with Warner, Finch, Smith. Where does he normally like to bat in one day? He does like to bat at 4. Though I like Khawaja in, so I'm going to just take out Lyon. I'm going to put Khawaja at 4, Skugman at 5, Maxwell at 6, Carey at 7, which means Maxwell is going to have to bowl 10, although I wanted Stoinis in as well. Oh, this is a dilemma. Dilemma indeed. Maybe I'll have to play Stoinis instead of Khawaja, and he'll have to split the bowling with Maxwell. It is seam conditions. Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, Khawaja. We'll go with Stoinis. Stoinis can bat 6. Maxwell can bat 5. He's good enough. Carey, Stark, Cummins, Hazelwood's going to open with Mitch Stark, and that's what we're going to kick it off with. Alright, the Indian lineup, very strong. 3 debutants. Maybe some of the fast bowlers were a bit tired after a long 4-test series, but let's have a look who we've got here opening the batting. We've got Rohit Sharma, 3 one-day international double centuries for Rohit Sharma. Shikhar Dhawan, very aggressive. Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, another very aggressive batsman. Prithvi Shaw in at 5. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the talisman, in at 6. Hardik Pandya at 7. No room for Krunal Pandya. We've got Milani, I don't really know who he is, or Mandel. We've got Jasper Bumrah stays in, and Huda, I think, is a spinner in at number 11, but let's have a little look, and we are going to bowl first. Let's just have a look at some of these bowlers. I'm not too familiar with a couple of the debutants here for India today. So let's start with Ashish Huda, 31 years of age, on debut. Not many one-day games, 30 at 24, pretty tidy. Oh, he's a seam bowler. I think there's a Huda who's an off-spinner. Bumrah, very fast. AJ Mandal, he's not played many matches either. Not the best figures to come into the team, but they must see something in him. Good batting average, although was he batting at 9? And Shams Milani, I don't know much about him either. 42 wickets at 26. What I'm noticing though is some fairly low economy rates here. Under 5, under 5, under 5, under 5, and their fifth bowler will be Hardik Pandya. So he is a good all-rounder for India. All right, let's kick this off. We've got Stark bowling to Rohit Sharma. Look at that average, nearly 50, and Shikhar Dhawan 45 at a strike rate of 95. So I am thinking this is going to be a very challenging one-day series. Come on, Mitchy Stark. Just the one slip in to start with. I generally like bowling my seamers 5 each. At the start, that's LBW. Shikhar Dhawan on his way for 21. In comes Kohli. Look at that one-day international batting average. It's the highest, apart from Ryan ten Doeschate from the Netherlands, but he did play most of his one-day internationals against non-test playing sides, and he didn't play that many of them either. So there's always Ryan ten Doeschate topping the one-day international list. Gee, look at Sharma go. But then he hasn't played that many. He focused on his career, I think, at Essex. I think then he went to have a long career at Essex, and if it wasn't Essex, I apologise, but it was in the English county system. All right, here's Paddy Cummins. It's a shame Netherlands haven't really pushed on in recent years. Kind of same with Scotland. It's really been Ireland and Afghanistan have been the big push out of the associates who've progressed, and Netherlands and Scotland haven't really seemed to make much progression at all in the last few years, which is a bit of a shame. I did like those teams on the fringe, a bit like Kenya in the late 90s. They seemed like they were about to break through, and Zimbabwe as well, who were very strong in the late 90s, could definitely, even though it wasn't a colossal upset if they did beat a test playing nation, as they were a regular test playing nation back then. Now it's a little bit more sporadic. Stoinis is going the journey as I'm waffling on, and this is what I expected of India. I'm expecting a total of over 300, so that's what I've got in mind to chase. I'm going to get Maxwell around the wicket, and he's just going to fire a few wide and try and bowl tight and match those 10 overs with Zampa. So we're looking for 10 between Stoinis and Maxwell. I might just bowl through here. Okay, Maxwell's doing an okay job, but Rohit Sharma, he's blasted his way to 100. I think that was in the previous over. Yeah, he was 100 and now he's 109. So another 100, he could be on track. Look at that. I don't know, it's a good test average. He just never seems to be playing any test cricket. Average of 50, 31 31 one-day international hundreds for Rohit Sharma, winning fast today. You just kind of feel like there's not much you can do. We need one more over because Stoinis bowled 4. Let's see if Labuschagne can do something. Not really. All right, we are in a little bit of trouble. India look like they're about to put a monumental total on the board. Rohit Sharma is gone for 120. In comes Shreyas Iyer with a strike rate of 100. That's not going to help at all. Zampa's doing a good job of just keeping the run rate down here. He needs to finish off his spell with a few tidy overs. Can he get Kohli out, halt this momentum? This could be huge in the context of the match. Just going at 5. If he can get away with going for around 50, that'll be pretty good. There's a few highlights, but that's high in the air. This could be out. Down at D-mid on. He's facing the wrong way. What a catch. Out on the boundary. Was that Josh Hazlewood down there? Nope, it was Glenn Maxwell. In the hot spot. Kind of a slow innings from Kohli, but he was being the anchor as Rohit Sharma was smashing away. You've got Prithvi Shaw now. Just an average of 28 so far. I don't think he's played many, just the 4. But if you look at his one-day domestic, he averages 120, which is as fast as Glenn Maxwell and one of the fastest in the world. So he has a lot of upside. And that's outside leg. Can Zampa finish off strongly? No wickets today so far. Oh, I thought there was a wicket. Finishes his spell. That's okay. He hasn't been smashed, but no wickets. Alright, Cummins and Hazlewood, on you come. We're going to have to rotate through these bowlers. You can start off quite tidily, but you can definitely go the journey. That's out. Glenn Maxwell again. It's caught Prithvi Shaw. You can get smashed in the last few overs. So the final 10. Dhoni, I thought that was first ball. It's the final 9. I got a bit carried away. So 240, 10 overs to go. India should be looking for over 300. They've still got Hardik Pandya. They've got these two fellas to bat who average 40 and 39. And then really 10 and 11 will be lucky to add too many. But they've got plenty of batting left. Depends whether Australia can keep taking wickets or if India can hit away at the end. That looks like it's going to be caught at deep third man. It is. Who's fielding down there? What's that? Steve Smith. What's he doing down there? No, it's Adam Zampa. That's a good spot for him down there. Dhoni's gone for 3. India comes in. Oh, Cummins, excellent jobs. Cleaned up Shreyas Iyer. 6 for 254. It's starting to look a little bit better for Australia. Here's Milani on debut. He's gone. First ball. Plum LBW on debut. He's in, he's out. And Paddy Cummins is on a hat-trick. Great fight back from Pat Cummins in Australia. He's taken 3 for 1. Really changed this game around. Mandal comes out on debut, on a hat-trick. There's 1 ball left in the over. Let's just get all the field in. Let's put the highlight on. Let's see what happens. Let's get it full. Oh, he's left it. He's just left it. It's gone wide. Alright, I'm going to just put 1 over from Stark. I'm going to mix these 2 around a little bit. Whoops, accidentally left every ball on. Sometimes I do that by accident. Oh, there's a full toss. That should have been hit for 6. Mandal, still off the mark. Can he get off the mark? Oh, he's left 1. Very cautious. Very defensive. Just dabs away for a single. Australia won't mind having him on strike. To Pat Cummins looking for a 5-wicket haul. That's it. He's got him. Hardik Pandya's gone LBW. Pat Cummins gets a 5-wicket haul. It's his 4th in one-day internationals. Can he take 6 or 7? He took an 8 for in a T20. Oh no, 7 for against Scotland. 7 for 29 in my very first video. If you'd like to go back and watch that if you haven't. There, Stark's cleaned up Bumrah. He's gone for a duck. Oh, there's 1 wicket left. Every time I see Jasprit Bumrah, I think it's the end of the innings. Here's Hooter. Oh, dropped. It's going to say he can't have much of a batting record if he's batting behind Jasprit Bumrah. And indeed, his average half, just 4.68 with 24 ducks. Doesn't get much of a hit in one-day cricket. He's managed to squeeze out a 19. That would do for India at the moment. Paddy Cummins, can he get the big 6? He cannot. Alright, Hazlewood, we've used everyone else. We might have to get an over of Stoinis out if there isn't a wicket. But there is. Hooter's on his way for 2. Probably 2 more than everyone thought he would get. 5 for 44. Best bowling in an innings, Australia versus India. That's very surprising to me if no one's taken better figures than that. I'm sure they have. Maybe that's just at the Gabba. So it looked like India were set to post 300 plus as they were 2 for 200 and really 1 for 191. And then the last 6 wickets fell very quickly. 7 for 28 and really 6 for 15. So the tail offering no resistance at all apart from Mandal with just an 11 not out. Pat Cummins 5 wickets. Here's the Duckworth Lewis back. We don't need to go too aggressively I'll put the highlights on for the first 10 and the last 5. I think Australia can just not look to go too hard. That's Plum. That's come right back in. That looked like it was going down leg side, and a very first one-day international wicket for Huda. Look at that cutback. That looks like it was going well down leg. It's come back to hit the middle stump. Warner's on his way for 2. In comes Stephen Smith. Gee, we're quite far behind the Duckworth-Lewis. It's been a tidy start from India. Smith gets a boundary, but they don't need to panic. What Australia don't want to do is lose a lot of wickets in these first 10 overs, and Finch is clean bowled by Bumrah, and Labuschagne comes in. Gee, that is a very, very slow power play. 2 for 24. Let's turn the highlights off. Let's just leave chances on so you can cheer along. That's outside leg. So slow. Not usually this slow. We need to speed up a little bit. We'll have the bowling on. Good amount of runs off Milani's first over. India have picked a lot of batsmen with, a lot of bowlers with low economy rates. 21 from 50 from Smith. Needs to get a little bit of a move on. There's a slip in. Labuschagne's bowled for 18. Maxwell, Stoinis, Carey. This is almost, you almost need Carey in. It's almost too far out for Maxwell. Carey just to anchor in. Smith is really struggling to get going. Look how far we are behind the Duckworth-Lewis. You don't really want Smith to just throw his wicket away. He spent so long getting in. Oh, he snicked it. Oh, he's gone. Gee, this is proving tough. I was worried about these one-day internationals. Oh, Glenn Maxwell snicked one behind first ball. Dire straits for Australia. Here comes Stoinis. Does have, I think it's 156. Might be even not out he made against New Zealand in a losing effort. 146 in one of his very early one-day internationals. And if you look last year, he really struggled to make any runs whatsoever. Would like to get back into that form. It's been a little bit like James Faulkner, where Faulkner was making regular 50s and a one-day international 100 before his batting fell away, and then his bowling wasn't enough to keep him in the side. Carey's gone 6 for 91. Well, probably should have batted Cummins ahead of Stark. This is looking very dire for the Australians. I might just bat to 35. Let's reassess. Stoinis is pretty much going to have to go for it himself. Over 10 and over. Oh dear, how many can we chase off the last 10? It's going to take a minor miracle. Oh, Stark's got that over. Free hit. That's fine. They're hanging in. Oh, Stoinis is gone. Here's probably the last hope. 120 required. 2 a ball off the last 10. Come on, Paddy. And Mitchell Stark. Do you know, I'm just going to turn the highlights off. Oh dear, 14 and over. Well, that was a good over. How many off that? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18. 15 and over. Stark's batted well. Zampa can't waste any time mucking around. We're done. India, let's have a look at the final wicket. Pandya to Zampa, snicks behind, just 187 for Australia. Mandal on debut, 4 wickets. With his solid 11 not out, he's had a good game. Everyone gets a wicket. All the debutants get a wicket. Australia not up to much. Rohit Sharma smashed 120. This is exactly what I feared would happen against the mud of the Indian one-day batting and bowling attack. Alright, we're off to Adelaide. We still need to keep the bowling is our strength. Oh, what did Stoinis do? 35. We didn't get any wickets. Maxwell. We're kind of missing a batsman, really, in here. Maybe Darcy Short for Stoinis. But he doesn't take many wickets. It is a bit of a conundrum. I'm going to put Lyon in for Zampa just because Zampa didn't get any wickets. I want to fit another batsman in here, but you don't want to drop any of these top 5. It's really Stoinis' position. And was his 35 runs enough? Well, it's enough for one more game. It's going to have to do. Alright, India, have they changed anyone? It looks like the same 11 to me. Australia have replaced Zampa with Lyon. This time we're going to have a bat first. Put pressure on the Indian lineup. Okay, 4s. Let's do 4s and wickets and be a little bit aggressive because Australia were far too slow in the power play. Oh, I thought that was going to be out. Well done to Finch. 3 4s in the over off Hooter. It's a good start. Again, fairly tidy. I think this strategy of picking your bowlers with low economy rates is a really good idea from India because it's hard to put too many runs on the board, but Hooter looks like the one who is getting hit. But we'll watch the first 10 like we normally do. And I thought that was it. One more wicket. Pretty tidy start from the Australians. 55. Hopefully this is setting up to be a bit of a blockbuster. Warner's gone. Come on, Smith. Oops, I don't know why I've got bowling on. It's interesting you bowl 8 in a row. It's generally not what would happen in, well, even though it's cloudy. Don't generally see too many pace bowlers bowling 8 in Australia. He's back on as well. He's trying to finish off. Alright, 22 overs. Aaron Finch has moved on to 74. Haven't used the 5th bowler yet, which is very interesting. He's pretty much going to bowl. Milani's going to have to bowl all 10 at the end, and we're going to look to attack him. So sometimes I do this unlinking aggression. I don't know if you use it very much. I don't use it that much, but in this situation, you've got Milani on. He's just bowled 1. He does have low economy, but bowling at the end, we're going to attack him, and it hasn't worked because he's got Finch second ball. So he could end up with a bag of wickets. Oh, yeah, that's pretty out. He could end up with quite a few, and we'll just leave the other bowlers to be pretty defensive. Oh, they brought Kohli on. I missed that. We need to crank it to Kohli. Let's watch Kohli have a bowl in one-day cricket. He's been fairly economical. Don't get a wicket. Sorry from India, but part-timers, how many one-day wickets has he got? 4 at 168, so not many. Not many indeed. Oh, huge 6 from Stephen Smith. He's batting a lot quicker than he did the other day. Turn highlights off just for now. Last 10. Alright. 92. Oh, just 4 from that over. That's disappointing. Just 2 again. Alright, let's put the highlights. I'll put the highlights on from now for the last 7. I know I usually do it for the last 5, but I don't want to miss Steve Smith if he gets 100. That's Steve Smith to 99. Again, I know I've said it a couple of times, but if you just had the batsman's scores here, that would help out. That's his 100. Hit down the ground. Raise the bat, Steve Smith. Well done. One day international 100. I'm going to say number 12. Oh, number 10. Good average there of 44. Alright, and there are 6 overs to go. Looking for a score of over 300. Smith's gone for 103. In comes Maxwell. Let's link these back together now. Alright, Pandya. They're still going to have to bowl 2 overs of Milani at the end. And we might just go all-out aggression. Oh, they're going to have to bowl... I don't really know what India are doing. Oh, maybe 2 for Bumrah, 2 for Milani here. But it's still an interesting tactic. Maxwell in his favourite position coming out, swinging, he's gone. Stoinis. Make sure he doesn't get out. Yep, Milani's in 6 overs for 60. That's the danger of bowling your spinner at the end with a slip in. with Stoinis very aggressive. Australia looking to push past the 300 mark in this series. I have to have a look when the next One Day World Cup is. It's in 2023. Labuschagne, a huge 6. Yeah, let's just keep it for the last two. I always like scores past 300, and I'll explain to you why when I bowl. I'll tell you how I work it out. Oh, oh, he's dropped him. Gary, first ball. Oh, gee, keeps giving chances. All right, Stark. Well, it's in the last over, so it doesn't matter. Have a big swing. I'll tell you about my theory of scoring over 300. It's not too much. It's not too much over 300. How many from this over? 5, 7, 8, 10. Final ball. Stoinis whips it away for 4. It's 316. Oh, rain break. Well, that's going to ruin my theory. Oh, no play lost. Any more rain? No. So Australia 316, Smith 103, Finch 94, Bumrah 4 for 50, and rain, no play lost still. Wonder if we'll get any more rain. So the way I see it is there's 50 overs left and you got 317. Well, 300 is a run of ball. So essentially I kind of start the innings once India need 300 to win. So it's like they need 300 and they're starting the innings maybe with 47 or 48 overs. So that's just a kind of a mental thing I always like to kind of think about if a team gets over. So I almost see them as they haven't started and they've lost an over. So they still need 300 off 49 overs, if it makes sense. It might not make sense to you. It might just be the weird way I work it out. Yeah, so they need 300. So in my mind, I don't worry about this 17. I see they need 300 off 48 overs. Again, might sound completely ridiculous to use that. I thought that was an outside edge. Might sound completely ridiculous. That's an edge. Sharma's gone. Rohit Sharma, on your way. 1 for 17. I wonder if the rain will play any part in this as well. Oh, I've gone a long way in this video and I forgot what I was going to mention right at the start. And that was, I do have a Facebook page and it's called Crabman Gaming, so the same as my channel name. So if you'd like to add me on Facebook, I'd absolutely love that, as Stark takes a, not Stark, but Stark gets a wicket and Labuschagne takes a good catch. Please search up Crabman Gaming on Facebook, and I'll also put a link in the description below. So it would be, I'd love to have a few more followers from Facebook on there, and I post little things about my recent game pickups and some game releases and some video releases on there as well. So it'd be cool to have a chat to you outside of the comment section. You can see also things that I've picked up. So today I actually went on a little hunt and I did pick up a couple of things. Generally older games. I got Forza Horizon for the Xbox 360. I've got 2, 3 and 4, but I didn't have the original. I also picked up, what did I pick up? I have forgotten, a game called Soul Bubbles on the Nintendo DS. It released in 2008, and an old copy of FIFA 99 for the PS1 to eventually add to my soccer videos that I've put up as well. Lots of Pro Evo and old FIFA. So just a couple of things that I picked up today. And I did get another game as well. It's called Racket Sports for the PS3, which you need the PlayStation Eye and one of the Move controllers for. So there's a stumping. Lions got Shreya Iyer. Back to the cricket, less of me talking about it. And if you'd like to see some of my recent game pickups, I do have 2 videos that have been released as well. Recent game pickups 1 and 2. And I've recorded recent game pickups 3, but I haven't released it just yet. I have been fairly busy and trying to find a time to slot that in. Cummins has got Kohli. What's happening to my computer? It's going a bit slow. But there's an edge. 4 wickets. This will make it really interesting if we can, if Australia can win and force the game into a decider in the 3rd match. That'd be pretty good. Hopefully Stoinis can get a wicket. That's plum. Dhoni's gone. How many did he make? So again, thanks for watching wherever you are around the world. It does seem like most of my views come from India. It's not actually the case. It's just that thank you to my Indian viewers, because you are the ones who post regularly. A lot of views also come from the UK and quite a lot from the US, but I'm going to say not for the cricket videos, for my other videos on my channel. So, and a few from here in Australia as well. Okay, come on Stoinis, 7.4 is the asking rate. I wonder if there's going to be any rain just to change this chase. Might get Maxwell on just for a couple. Pretty expensive for Maxwell. Going to get another. Might just bowl him his last over, because I would like another wicket. Oh, why was that a highlight? Sometimes the highlights are rubbish. Alright, Stark. I'm going to bowl a little bit with Cummins. The asking rate is 8 and over. Prithvi Shaw, though, very aggressive, along with Hardik Pandya. Look at that strike rate, 109 and 88. Although I'd say in domestic he's probably got closer to 100. Yeah, 116. I did check that last time. Okay, let's get Pat Cummins back on. Let's bowl wide. Just try and protect those boundaries. Now what you can do is move the field as well. I tend not to very much though. I don't really know why. I tend to do this and check out all batsmen against Stark, and you can kind of move them around a little bit and save it, but for this video I haven't really done that. I'm not really sure why. Probably because I think it takes too long, and then sometimes you spend ages making a nice elaborate field and then you realise you've created a gap and runs keep going through. See, I like that from Paddy and Stark. Just grinding away. Prithvi Shaw's out for a very slow 39. Milani, did he make a duck in the last game? He did. Can he get off the mark today? First ball again. Oh, he's not quite snicked it. But, oh, it's down leg. Still not off the mark. Nearly 10 and over. He snicked it. Oh, he's missed it. I thought Carey was going to catch it. He's got off the mark in one-day internationals. He's not looked great, but he could be the one to guide India to victory. Oh dear. What happened there? Smashed. Alright, come on Joshy Hazlewood. Still feel like this game is on the edge as long as Hardik Pandya is in. Does he have a one-day 100? Probably not, batting at 7. No, he doesn't. 83. And he could be getting his top score soon. The worrying part is we'll need to bowl Stoinis at the end. He is known as a death bowler though. Milani holes out to Labuschagne. 3 wickets left, 84 needed. Can we move towards a blockbuster third game? Did set up the series beautifully. There's a snick. 8 down. Pat Cummins in his final over. Bumrah's gone. Feeling confident. Oh, number 11's hitting for 6. Feeling confident that this should be the end of the game. The last pair needs 70. Hazlewood's ripped through Huda. Good 10 off 3. Went down swinging. Pat Cummins a second 5-er in a row. Best bowling in an innings at Adelaide. I'm sure someone's taken better than that. But maybe, oh, user record. Yeah, just for me playing, which is weird. Not of all time, because that would be strange. Okay, Australia win by 64 runs. Steve Smith, man of the match. Let's go on to the third ODI. Quickly, before I do that, though, that's where I was meant to click down there. Internationals. World ratings. So test matches, India are top, but in the one-dayers, India 4th, Australia 3rd, England, as the world champions, are up the top. Even though you don't seem to get any series points for being the World Cup winners. I always think it should be you get these points and then maybe 5 points if you're the World Cup champions. I just think that would be, you'd get some points for actually winning, which I'm sure you do in real life. Alright, we're into the decider. This has been an exciting series. What's been happening here in the Big Bash? Oh gee. Phil Salt. Yes, the Salt Man. Melbourne Renegades have not done very well. I tend to rename the sides if I play Big Bash because I can't stand them being called Melbourne red, Melbourne green, etc, etc. It reminds me of playing Pro Evo on the SNES when you're playing man red versus man blue, or Merseyside, or all of the weird names instead of the proper names. Carey's struggling, but I don't have another keeper to replace him with. Let's do the current series. Where are we here? Yeah, Maxwell hasn't done a lot. I feel bad for Maxwell, but I'm actually going to replace him with Khawaja just for this match. Just for this match situation. And bat Khawaja at 4. Just to anchor my batting. There's been a change in the Indian lineup. One of the all-rounders has gone out and Dayal has come in. I don't know very much about him. Apologies. And we've been put into bat. So India feel confident to chase the score down. Let's have a new fella here, Yash Dayal, plays for Uttar Pradesh. Gee, not much to go on. A bit of a raw rookie, just 19 wickets at 20. Another one with a low economy. So how well has he done this year? 17 at 15. Interesting selection that India are picking these players without a lot of experience. It must just go on their raw stats. Okay, highlights: 10 overs of batting and then the final 5. This is setting up to be a really... Oh no, what happened there? I was going to say a really good competitive match. Have they gone for that 2 again? Now, I was wrong. One of my earlier videos, I did say every time they go for a 2, it's a run out. That's not right. I have seen a couple of 2s where it's not run out, but I would say 80% of the time, if they're going for a 2, it is run out, which is a little bit annoying. Oh no, Finch. I'm going to say this was going to be a competitive game. However, Australia could just crumble. Although we have brought in Khawaja, who should be in now. Can he justify his selection? He doesn't need to bat too quickly. Just needs to stay in. Very good batsman, Usman Khawaja. Made his debut in 2011 Test cricket. That's gone though. Dayal's got him on debut. Oh, plum. It's his first wicket. And he's taken... Khawaja. Labuschagne comes out to the crease. Alright, turn those highlights off. I don't want to see any more carnage. Smith, the best friends. Smith and Labuschagne. What can they do for Australia, who are struggling? There's maidens everywhere. Jeez, looks like a test match. There we go. Recovering. Smith past 50. It's really up to these two today. Just 4 and over. Oh, Labuschagne gone for 40. Stoinis needs to help Smith out. Smith's going to try and be very aggressive. We haven't seen Mandal yet today. Stoinis is out. Carey, what can he do? Mandal's going to send down some tweakers. Oh, gone. Just when we needed him. Need to put about 240 on the board to be competitive. Whoops, I meant to turn the highlights back on. Stark's gone. Oh no, final 5, final 5. There might not be a final 5. It was almost a hat-trick. Nathan Lyon, come on Nathan Lyon. Try and get Carey to stay on strike. Oh, that's really good. Excellent, he's got to 50. Hardik Pandya's his first bowl. That's very interesting. Well done, Alex Carey. Keeping the strike, moving to 50, giving Australia something to defend. Another 6. It's outside leg stump. Oh, I didn't get a single though. 3 overs to go. Oh, well done, Nathan Lyon. Oh, no runs. Oh, 4. Okay, let's just go full aggression. Come on, Nathan Lyon, get yourself off strike. Just dab and run, dab and run, dab and run. Can get stuck. Oh, good shot. At 6. Grade 6 from Nathan Lyon. All-time record partnership. This might be in an ODI for number 10. Oh, Nathan Lyon, what's happened? All right, 1 over to go. Don't worry about keeping on strike. Let's watch the whole over. 236. Can we get to maybe 250? Oh, that's gone. Oh, that doesn't help. Maybe it'll be just 236. Oh, Hazelwood blocks one. Great time to be blocking the ball. Oh, Hazelwood. Hit it. Yes, single. Probably run out. Oh, well, at least we got one run in the final over. Ugh, that was horrible. Okay, Australia scraped to 237 with Smith 79, Labuschagne 40, and Carey doing most of that partnership between Carey and Lyon. They ended up putting on 50-61 there. Well, Australia going to have to bowl well to win the series. So strap yourselves in. I'm going to say hopefully in for a good finish. But India could just blast this away in 40 overs. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's a bit closer. Shikadon one's gone from Mitchell Stark. Alright, come on Joshy Hazelwood. That's caught. Well done, Labuschagne. Gets Rohit Sharma. He hasn't done much in this series, has Rohit. Oh no, he scored that 120. Gee, how the mind quickly forgets. There is a saying in cricket that you're only as good as your last innings. It's a little bit harsh because he's a really good player. But I did forget that pretty quickly. I have stats flying around my brain very quickly. Alright, Kohli's looking good. Shreyas Iyer with him. Nathan Lyon, need him to take a few today, or at least we're slightly ahead of the DLS. I don't think there's any rain around. Haven't had any rain or any rain adjustments in one day as yet. My first 6 videos I was asking for rain, and then it promptly came along and ruined my 2020 World Cup. So be careful what you wish for sometimes. I was just wanting to see what happened with a nice bit of rain, and along came rain to abandon my match with Scotland, which cost me a very vital point and really derailed the campaign. Alright, come on, need a wicket. Wickets are going to win the match. Come on, Nathan Lyon. That's a pie. He shanked it to Usman Khawaja. Shreyas Iyer, very slow. Doesn't need to go quick today. Just 4.7 needed. Come on, Stoinis. No Glenn Maxwell to fill in the overs, so Stoinis is going to have to bowl a few. Doesn't have the best one-day bowling average. I believe it's even in the high 40s or maybe even 50s. Yes, that's stumped. Lyon's got Kohli. Lyon's bowling a tremendous spell. Here's to Bay. Lyon to Dhoni. Oh, this game is going right down to the wire. 42 is bowling average. It's the debate whether to bowl him now and risk not getting wickets or save him to the end. And it might be too late. I'm just going to go with 5 overs. And then he's just going to have to bowl the final 5. Because the game might be done. Oh, that's edged for 6. Nathan Lyon, it was such a good spell. Needs another wicket. Oh, he was bowling so well, and he's gone for, what has he gone for? 16 in that over. That's not good. Okay, come on, Stark. India getting on top. Can Lyon finish with another wicket? Australia need one. Is that sneaked? No. Wishful thinking. Come on, Mitchell Stark. This looks like it could be. India could look to coast. That's out. That's hitting leg stump. Is he going to give it? Oh, it must just be missing leg stump. Starting to see what I want to see now. Oh, it was very close. Okay, let's get Hazelwood on. A long way ahead of the Duckworth-Lewis-Stearns system. Everyone forgets about poor Stern. They just call it the Duckworth-Lewis. Catch! There's gone. Dubey's gone. 47. 56 needed. 5 wickets left. I don't think we're going to worry too much about Stoinis' last 5 overs. Oh, no. Cummins is having an absolute nightmare. Get off. Get Stark on. Dhoni's doing what Dhoni does best, anchoring the innings home. Well, that's out. Pandya's gone for 19. So they've got Mandel. The tail slightly longer today. They've got Yash Dayal, who's, yeah, first class is 19. That's okay. He's got 2 50s. I'm going to turn fours and highlights on. I might keep... Oh, this is hard because I'm going to need to get Stoinis on soon. I don't want to. I might just have to risk it. Stark's got Dhoni. This is very close in the series. Dhoni's gone. Dayal and Mandal need 30. There's not much batting to come. Bumrah and Huda. You don't want to rely on those two. Oh, there's one ball left. I meant to put a slip in. I was hoping that wasn't edge, but it's gone for 4, so that's even worse. Alright. I'm not going to worry about Stoinis. I'm just going to bowl Pat Cummins here. And then Hazelwood and then Stark. And if Stoinis has to bowl with someone else, so be it. I don't think the game will get that far. Cummins to Mandal, down leg side. 22 to win. And I'm going to go with Hazelwood. I'm just going to do, for Dayal, I'm just going to bring the slip in. And I'll just bring him back here and him here. Well, there's no one down here. I don't like, there's no third man. I'll just bring him round and I'll just bring him out. And I'll just bring him here. May as well just done that for everyone. Okay. Over. Just 2. Was a waft. Oh, Pat Cummins, 20 to win. Yeah, I'm going to do the same sort of thing here for what's happened with Pat Cummins. I'm going to put everyone back, in, out, straight, here, round, slip, third man. Have I got 4 in the circle? 1, 2, 3, 4. Might just bring him in a bit. Might bring him in a bit as well. Just have him really straight. Yeah, I'm worried if it gets chipped here for 2. Okay, 20 to win. Do you know what? I'm just going to save that. And I'm just going to call it. I can't seem to call it anything. That'll do. And we'll give the same field here for Dayal as well. Hopefully it's a good field. Catch. Oh, it's gone through. Alright, Stark. What happened to his custom field? Alright, we'll do the same for Stark. Let's have this same field. 14 runs. This is when the pressure can get to you. I could look back and go, gee, what did I do there? But 14 runs to win the series. 3 wickets left. Mitchell Stark. Oh, he's cleaned him. Boom. Clean bowl. Now we've got Jasprit Bumrah to bat. And we really don't want him to get an easy single. So let's have a look where all the easy singles were. So let's just creep. Let's just creep some of these fielders in. Which I'm going to be annoyed if one goes through. I'm going to watch everything. Because we're reaching an amazing crescendo. He's bowled him straight through first ball. Stark's got Jasprit Bumrah. 13 to win. 1 wicket left. What a series. I can't believe it. This is what we play for. The DLS is absolutely tied. We've still got 7 overs to go, so the overs aren't an issue. Mitchell Stark to Huda. Need 13 to win. He's played it through the field. Oh, no. There's a deep 2. Are they going for 3? They're going for 3. They're going for 3. Is it going to hit the stumps? Oh, 3 runs. Don't know what was happening. And a 4 down the ground. Unbelievable. 6 to win. Yeah, I'm going to keep this field, this in-out field, because 7 runs came there that didn't really need to. Alright, let's watch every ball. 6 runs for India to win. 1 wicket left. Pat Cummins last over, so if they just play out this over, Stoinis will have to bowl, and then I'll have to bowl somebody else, but I don't think it'll get that far. 6 to win. 6 overs left. Here we go. Hold on to your hats. Cummins bowling to Huda. Off we go. We're watching every ball. Oh, he's going around the wicket. What was that? Catch! Catch! Gone! There's the series! Australia win an absolute thriller. I had no idea he was going around the wicket. I completely forgot. What a thriller. What a series. couldn't have done it any better. Australia 9 for 237. That innings of Carey when he put on 60 plus runs with Nathan Lyon was the difference. India falling just short after appearing to be in control all the way through. Stark 4 for 56. Hazelwood 3 for 42. Cummins was horrible but took the key wicket to win the series. Lyon bowled well, 2 for 47. And Stoinis didn't get a wicket and was probably very lucky he wasn't required. So tactics came down to be millimetre perfect. Australia win the third game by just 5 runs and just win the series 2-1. So thanks so much for joining me today. Tomorrow's video is 3 one-day internationals against New Zealand, and I'm going to say I only hope they can be as a fraction of as exciting as these 3 one-day internationals were, because I had a great time playing them. But before we go, let's have a look at the series stats if I can. I'm not sure why I can't. Maybe I'll just look like this. If I go last series, no, I can't seem to do that. Maybe we'll do that. No, not here. Where do I need to go? Player records, Australia. Let's go one-day internationals and versus India. So Steve Smith was the star with 226 runs. Really, the rest of the batting was pretty disappointing. Just 100 runs, not really much going on. And the bowling was spearheaded by Pat Cummins with 11 wickets, despite being horrible in the third game. Took 2 5-wicket hauls. Stark great support with 9. Hazelwood did a good job. Lyon only took 3 wickets, but that economy was really handy. Zampa didn't get one. We're really looking for a 5th bowling option, which is where Australia have been struggling. And India, Jasper Bumrah there, no runs. Did he make 3 ducks? He did indeed. 3 absolute globes. 3/4 of the way to an Audi. 4 zeros. With India, Rohit Sharma made a great 100 and not much else. Kohli chipped in every game. Pandya was good down at number 7, and then just people chipping in. Probably Shikhar Dhawan the most disappointing there. Wickets, Jasper Bumrah again, always so good, 9 wickets at 15. And yeah, really then everyone else kind of chipped in. Mandal was pretty good with 5 wickets at 25 at 5. And Huda was economic despite not getting many wickets, as was Dayal in his one match. Alright, so that is the end of video number 11. Hope you've enjoyed. Have a look at the Facebook link down below, and make sure you flick a like if you enjoyed the video, post a comment, and please don't unsubscribe because India lost. Please. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and see you tomorrow.